Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. A former WWE star and current executive recently discussed the things he said about Triple H while working for a different company back in the 2000s. The wrestling legend revealed how he had to sit down with Hunter once he returned to WWE. Road Dogg had several stints in the WWE, including one in the mid-1990s as the Roadie. He was a part of D-Generation X in the Attitude Era. He left in 2001 before joining TNA Wrestling a year later and forming the Three Live Crew with Conan and Ron Killings. The former Intercontinental Champion was known as BG James in TNA. He reunited with Billy Gunn, who changed his ring name to Kip James. They called themselves the James Gang, as well as the Voodoo Kin Mafia, VKM, a play on Vince McMahon's initials. During their time as VKM, Road Dogg was bashing Shawn Michaels and Triple H constantly, even calling them out using their real names. Once he returned to WWE in 2011, he had to sit down with his friends and discuss what he was doing back then. Triple H is currently serving as the Chief Content Officer for WWE, as well as the Head of Creative. Road Dogg was recently promoted as co-head writer of SmackDown, but he never thought that his friend would eventually become his boss. In addition to being the co-head writer for SmackDown, Road Dogg remains as WWE's Senior Vice President of Live Events. In the world of professional wrestling, behind-the-scenes dynamics often mirror the intense storylines presented in the ring. One such instance involves Brian James, better known by his ring name Road Dogg, and his interactions with Paul Triple H Levesque. Their relationship, which has spanned decades, faced a significant test due to controversial comments made by James during his tenure with a rival promotion. The rise of Road Dogg and Triple H. Brian James and Paul Levesque paths first crossed in the mid-1990s during their time in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE. James, performing as the Roadie, and Levesque as Hunter Hearst Helmsley, were both emerging talents. Their camaraderie solidified with the formation of the influential faction D-Generation X DX during the Attitude Era, a period marked by edgier content and boundary-pushing storylines. DX became synonymous with rebellion and controversy, with Road Dogg and Triple H at its core. Departure and controversial comments. In 2001, James parted ways with WWE, citing personal issues and seeking new opportunities. By 2002, he had joined Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, TNA, adopting the ring name BG James. During his TNA tenure, James reunited with former WWE colleague Billy Gunn, known in TNA as Kip James. Together, they formed the tag team The James Gang, which later rebranded as Voodoo Kin Mafia, VKM. The acronym VKM was a direct reference to WWE Chairman Vince McMahon's initials, signaling the duo's intent to challenge their former employer. As VKM, James and Gunn frequently criticized WWE's top stars, notably Triple H and Shawn Michaels. They issued open challenges and made disparaging remarks, blurring the lines between scripted entertainment and genuine animosity. These actions were seen by many as attempts to provoke WWE and capitalize on real-life tensions. The reconciliation ***. In 2011, a decade after his departure, James returned to WWE, this time in a behind-the-scenes capacity. Given their shared history and James's previous comments, a confrontation with Triple H, who had ascended to a significant leadership role within the company, was inevitable. In an interview, James recounted the pivotal conversation with Triple H. "I don't think they really cared, but it literally was a conversation that happened when I came back. He, Triple H, literally sat me down and said, 'What was all that crap?' I said, 'Hey man, I was high. I was just trying to make a living, and that was the truth. I wasn't going to fight nobody.'" Site turn 0 search 1. This candid admission highlights the complexities of the wrestling industry, where personal struggles and professional decisions often intertwine. James's reference to being high alludes to his well-documented battles with substance abuse during that period. The aftermath and professional growth ***. Following their discussion, James and Triple H were able to move past the previous controversies. James took on various roles within WWE, including producing and contributing to creative development. His journey from a performer embroiled in controversy to a respected backstage figure underscores the potential for personal and professional redemption. Reflecting on Triple H's evolution from peer to superior, James noted, "I never saw him as my boss, but I saw him as he was going to be somebody in the wrestling world because I saw how he thought." Site turn 0 search 1. This acknowledgement speaks to Triple H's strategic mindset and his transition from in-ring competitor to executive, shaping WWE's future. WWE star forced to sit down with Triple H and explain controversial comments while working for a different promotion. "I wasn't going to fight nobody ***. The world of professional wrestling is no stranger to real-life conflicts spilling into the ring. But sometimes those tensions don't just stay within the squared circle, they carry over into the business side of the industry. One such situation arose when former WWE superstar Brian "Road Dogg" James found himself in hot water for controversial comments he made while working for a rival promotion. The fallout was significant enough that, upon his return to WWE, he was forced to sit down with Paul "Triple H" Levesque and explain himself. ###* from allies to opponents. Road Dogg and Triple H's history ***. Brian James and Paul Levesque's friendship goes back decades, stemming from their time in WWE during the late 1990s. Road Dogg was a key part of the wildly popular D-Generation X (DGX) faction, alongside Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Billy Gunn, and X-Pac. Together, they became one of the most rebellious and iconic staples in wrestling history, known for their outrageous promos and boundary-pushing antics. While Triple H's career skyrocketed in the early 2000s, eventually becoming a multi-time world champion and a major backstage figure, Road Dogg struggled with personal issues, including substance abuse. In 2001, he was released from WWE. Looking for a fresh start, James joined TNA, now Impact Wrestling, in 2002 under the name BG James. He soon reunited with Billy Gunn, who was also released from WWE, and together, they formed the James Gang. However, things took a more controversial turn when they rebranded themselves as ***, the Voodoo Kin Mafia, VKM***, a direct shot at WWE Chairman Vince McMahon. ###* the controversy. Taking shots at WWE***. During their run as VKM, Road Dogg and Billy Gunn made it their mission to call out WWE's top stars, particularly Triple H and Shawn Michaels. They cut promos criticizing WWE's product, claiming that DX had lost its edge and had become a watered-down version of its former self. At one point, they even issued open challenges to Triple H and Michaels, daring them to leave WWE and face them in TNA. Of course, WWE never acknowledged these challenges, and Triple H and Michaels never responded. However, the shots taken by VKM didn't go unnoticed. The feud was widely seen as one-sided, with WWE not bothering to give TNA the attention it sought. However, for Road Dogg, these controversial comments would come back to haunt him when he eventually returned to WWE. ###***, the confrontation with Triple H***. After spending several years in TNA, Road Dogg finally made his way back to WWE in 2011, first working behind the scenes as a producer before eventually becoming part of the creative team. His return, however, was not without complications. During an interview, James recalled how he was forced to sit down with Triple H and explain the comments he made while working in TNA. Greater than ***, I don't think they really cared, but it literally was a conversation that happened when I came back. He, Triple H, literally sat me down and said, "What was all that crap?" I said, "Hey man, I was high. I was just trying to make a living. And that was the truth. I wasn't going to fight nobody. ***. His response was blunt and honest. He admitted that his words and actions at the time weren't personal, but rather a way to stay relevant in the wrestling business. He also referenced his past struggles with substance abuse, which played a significant role in his mindset during that period. Despite the rocky history, Triple H was willing to move on from the situation. While some might have held grudges, Triple H saw the bigger picture. He recognized Road Dogg's experience and knowledge, which made him a valuable asset to WWE's backstage operations. ###* redemption and professional growth *. Following their discussion, Road Dogg and Triple H were able to mend fences. James went on to have a successful second run with WWE, transitioning from an on-screen role to a key figure behind the scenes. He worked as a producer, helping to shape matches and storylines. His deep understanding of the business made him a trusted voice in WWE's creative meetings. In 2014, he and Billy Gunn, as the New Age Outlaws, even had another brief run as WWE Tag Team Champions. Over time, Road Dogg gained even more responsibility within WWE. By 2016, he was an important part of WWE's creative team and was later promoted to head writer for SmackDown. His influence helped shape the Blue Brand's storylines, and he played a significant role in the success of several superstars. Despite their past, Road Dogg acknowledged Triple H's vision for the future of WWE and respected his leadership. "I never saw him as my boss, but I saw him as he was going to be somebody in the wrestling world because I saw how he thought." This statement shows how Triple H had evolved from being just another wrestler to a powerful executive who was instrumental in shaping WWE's future. The bigger picture: wrestling's ever-changing landscape ***. Road Dogg's story serves as a reminder of how the wrestling business is constantly evolving. Promotions come and go, alliances shift, and rivalries sometimes extend beyond the ring. In the 1990s, WWE and WCW were locked in the infamous Monday Night Wars, with each company taking shots at the other. When WCW was bought out by WWE in 2001, that era ended, but companies like TNA tried to continue the tradition of taking on WWE. However, history has shown that most attempts to directly challenge WWE don't lead to long-term success. TNA's VKM storyline faded into obscurity, while WWE continued to thrive. Even today, with the rise of AEW as a legitimate competitor to WWE, we still see wrestlers jump between promotions, sometimes making controversial comments along the way. But as Road Dogg's experience proves, things can come full circle. The wrestling business is built on storytelling, both inside and outside the ring. Road Dogg's experience of having to sit down with Triple H and explain his past words is just one example of how professional rivalries can turn into personal reckonings. What makes this story stand out is how both men were able to move past the controversy. Road Dogg's ability to own up to his actions and Triple H's willingness to forgive allowed them to work together again in WWE. At the end of the day, wrestling is a business, but it's also built on relationships. Road Dogg's journey from being a controversial figure in a rival promotion to a respected backstage official in WWE is a testament to the power of redemption, second chances, and the ever-changing nature of professional wrestling.